Hello, chat. How you doing? Welcome to World Cup Day 2. It's your boy, Zealand. We have lineups today. We have functional everything. Functional everything. And we're actually, kind of set up the way that we want to be, and this is perfect. So we have our lineups. We've got England, we've got Iran, and we've got our first match of the day. 3 matches, and if everything goes according to plan, we will have not only 3 matches, we will have a trip to a U.S. World Cup watch party as part of the experience that we're going to go through today. My everything is functional. Well, it is early. Astendar, thank you for the 17 months. Sarah Skywolf, thank you for the 15 months. I'll make sure the door is open. Is Macwell still asleep? Yeah. No, he's not. He's up. I just figured I'd start it now. Stones, thank you for the 15 months. What do you guys think of the England lineup? To me, not a ton of surprises. Jude Bellingham being in the lineup was a bit of a surprise. Some part of me assumed that they were not going to start him anyways. What time is it there? It is 7:54. 7:54 in the morning. Do we get to call it soccer yet? No, you got to wait 2 matches. Elijah, thank you for the tier 1. All right, so we've got the game over here. I've got chat over here. I've also got chat over there. We've got everything that we need. Anthems are coming up on our stream right now. So this is perfect. I even have my soccer socks on, so we're ready. Foden not starting. I feel like he doesn't normally start for them. I really feel like he normally doesn't start. I don't know why. I think when I went to the England match against Germany, I don't think he started either. Soccer socks, huge. You should build the team around you. I should build the team around Foden. I'll be sure to call him. I'll be sure to let him know. Getting God Save the King right now. My prediction, I had... Oh, dude, what did I have for this game? I don't even remember. What did I do my World Cup predictions 5 days ago? Absolutely brutal. FIFA, do you watch the FIFA Uncovered documentary on Netflix? Yeah, I watched it. It was, I haven't watched all of it. I didn't know about the, all of the João Havelange stuff. I really actually didn't know most of that. You're miles ahead of me. We just finished God Save the King. Now we get to do the national anthem of Iran, which might be interesting. For those that don't know, the actual Iranian national team has been a part of the protests. I don't know what's in the players' minds, but I'm sure there's a lot going through it. My prediction was 1-0 England. Thank you. I have 1-0 England as my prediction for the first match. I feel like this World Cup, I'm just not feeling it. Hello, everyone. I totally relate to that. The match that we were watching like yesterday, I did not feel like that was the first match for World Cup. I was texting friends about how it didn't feel like the first match of a World Cup. My prediction is 1-0. As I've just been informed, my prediction was 1-0 to England. I actually had Iran ending up with 0 points, so I feel like it's disrespectful to Iran. They deserve more than that. Is it coming home? No, probably not. But I do actually think England is like 4th. If you're talking like best chance to actually win the tournament, I have Brazil. This was before the Benzema injury. I have like Brazil, France, Argentina, England is like the top 4. Been watching the lead-up series? Well, then you feel prepared, Huda. You feel prepared for the World Cup. I think it's going to be 3-0. People tend to underestimate England. I don't know. I mean, England did win in a 91st minute goal, whatever, against Tunisia at the last World Cup. It's not like England goes out and flattens everybody that they should flatten. And Iran is capable of playing teams tight. They scared Portugal and Spain. They scared Portugal and Spain last time. Why is Zealand a confident English? You should be confident. You also just got relegated from like Nations League A though, so. Love the watch log, Z, USA all the way. Thank you, Rylick, for the 25 months. Also, if you're going to subscribe, do think about donating to what chat's over there, right? Think about donating to Amnesty International so we can do some good while watching this World Cup instead of all the people that have done so bad. What's going on? So they've got England down as a 4-2-3-1. That sounds right. You know Grealish is coming off the bench. That guy never starts a game.
Hello,
the United States of America? Oh, hold on. Oh, I found Macwell. I gotta get mine on.
Boys. Oh, stop. Forgot the bucket hat.
Gotta let people know. Gotta let people know. Oh. There's simply no way that Iran wins this game, right? I don't want to be that guy, but what's Macwell's prediction? Macwell's getting some tea. It's an early morning for a watch along for a match, okay? Bit early for that hat. It's never too early. First time viewer here, welcome to the stream. Here we go. I just kicked off. I'm late again with the timer, but at least we know how it works. Allegedly. Put the clock up on the screen. I need to sync it up so I can sit down. Unbelievable. All right, we're at 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, you've got... He's not the only one. Here we go. It's World Cup time, chat.
Hell yeah, baby.
What is your prediction for this one?
1-0 Iran. I'm sticking to my gut.
Wait, really?
Yeah. 1-0 Iran.
I had 1-0 England. I've got the lineups up there.
Oh, okay.
Any surprises for England so
Let's
far?
see. So we got Raheem Sterling.
Bellingham surprised me.
Bellingham I kind of saw, potentially. Everything else looks pretty standard there. Army's playing on Bosch.
They're not starting. They're playing two guys that didn't even appear in qualifying. Here.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the game. Oh. How many of these guys in the England team are playing in their first World Cup? I feel like it's a lot.
Saka definitely, Mount, Bellingham.
Saka, Mount, Bellingham.
Okay, so
it was Shaw.
Rice. Declan Rice definitely didn't play. I mean,
was Shaw at the last one? Shaw might have been a backup at the last World Cup. More on the bench, I'm sure. Mamba, thank you so much for the $100 donation. Novelo, thank you for the $15 donation to Amnesty International. I feel like I can't tip this cap well. That kind of looked like a penalty. This is going to be one of those things like that Mitrovic play from the last World Cup where he's just getting hugged, but they just don't call it. Okay, I mean, that is a foul, though. That's objectively a foul. That was an obvious, like, that's... If you're VAR, do you give that, though? I feel like I don't give it if I'm running the VAR.
I don't know. We keep seeing it, so maybe they're looking at it. I forgot to jinx England. Hold on.
Yeah, no. Play on. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Good morning, Fusiano. What's up? That absolutely could have been a pen. Just giving him a nice cuddle. There's nothing wrong with giving the homies a cuddle. That was an ugly part. You missed Alexi Lawless mispronouncing Baron Von's name.
Dude,
aggressively multiple times.
I keep missing the pre-shows. That's so sad.
They did like a whole little story on Baron Von, and they made Alexi Lawless say his name, and it just it went so poorly. Standard refereeing's been unsurprisingly shocking so far this tournament. That offside, just because it took every TV channel forever to actually put that offside up, I feel like people are hating on it more than they actually should. Because he was offside. And considering the standard of officiating when it comes to offside, where if you were a millisecond offside, they're going to call it, it was pretty obvious. That's how I feel. Would not have known a thing about this Iran team if not for your video. Well, apparently they've completely switched it up anyways. Like, they have Taremi, but they don't have Sardar Azmoun.
Yeah, Azmoun's injured currently, I think, still.
They said he was going to be fine. The announcers were all like, well, Sardar Azmoun's not fit yet. Nice turn. Yeah, I'm still struggling to believe that we're actually watching the World Cup. I don't know when a World Cup starts to feel like the World Cup. Maybe when like the US starts playing.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh yeah, we're watching the World Cup again. But I haven't watched the US play in the World Cup since I was in high school, so
That was middle school for me.
great. Iran is so far back right now. So if you pick them to win 1-0, what's going to happen for them to win 1-0? Iran.
If Iran wins 1-0?
That's your pick, right?
Yeah. What was the question?
How is that going to happen?
How is that going to happen?
They haven't had the ball.
It's just going to happen,
It's just going to happen. Oh, okay. Is it Taremi? It's probably Taremi.
It's got to be Taremi.
Hydrate was redeemed. I have to go get a drink.
I'll hydrate for you.
Thanks. Do you feel excited? I am, yeah. I am definitely excited for the World Cup. But it doesn't feel... It doesn't feel like a World Cup yet. Oh, what a ball! Oh, Harry! The old Harry to Harry connection. Oh, did he hit it? Oh, no. They just didn't follow Kane at all. That was... Oh. That was a goal if he doesn't touch it. That was actually a goal if he doesn't touch this ball. Oh!
Bucket hats is peak England, by the way. We're stealing that culture today.
We're stealing... We're appropriating that culture. Finland to the World Cup 2026. You've got to believe it's got to start somewhere. This really doesn't feel like a World Cup at all. I mean, it will. World Cups come around so rarely. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
What was his first touchdown? I'm not blaming Maguire for that. Here, hold on. I'm going to turn the mic up a little bit. That actually, that's fabulous right there. That should sound much better to you guys.
Yeah. Ooh.
Was he bleeding? Oh,
looks
no.
like it, yeah.
Did he bust a nose or a tooth?
Might have been.
He's not coming out.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Dude plays in the Iranian league.
Oh yeah, this is the guy. It's like Tom Brady of football.
The Tom Brady of other football. That is such a vicious... Shout out to the center back who just wasn't even paying attention. Just looking the other way. Just following the ball with his eyes. Just gets clocked.
Little violent smooch.
Yeah, he probably broke his nose. Get the man one of those sun masks and let's get moving. Because he's not coming out. Well, it's not
Donovan.
It's not a long road trip for Iran, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah, it's like... not far off.
I feel like
right
you could
across
drive.
the coast.
I don't know if you'd want to drive, but I feel like you could drive. You just have to go through Saudi Arabia. Or you could take a boat, maybe.
Yeah, that's
you
what
totally,
I was
yeah. They offer like a cruise ship to go to Qatar for the World Cup. All right, I'm gonna use this to go get some water.
All right, cool.
Put that there. Oh, I gotta do my hydrate. Who is their backup goalkeeper? There's no way they have
It's so I know he's been pretty decent in qualifiers, so
Really?
yeah. At least it should be the guy that I'm thinking of.
Oh. Well, he's warming up. They don't have any sun masks.
How am I? I'm really experiencing peak New York. I got a cold, but we're working on it, you know. Yeah, shout out Zealand's mug. I love this KFC mug. Where am I from? I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Great city, you know, very chill. There's nothing to do, but you got good food, so it's all that matters. The Adventures of Vietnam. You love to see it. You love to see it. Played FM yet? I've played it. I haven't played it legitimately though. Definitely after Zealand stream on Friday though, I definitely want to. When I find some time, you know, I can use an excuse of having a cold when I get back home to play some FM. Daryl, my guy. Everyone say hello to my Viet friend Daryl. NC represent, yes sir. Charlotte FC fan since the very beginning, since they got announced. Since they had the Charlotte's at MLS thing, see the last new episode of John Oliver? I haven't. What was it on? Are you staying for the entire World Cup? I wish. I really wish, but I'll be gone after like Tuesday at noon. I might actually miss like a decent bit of the last game. Oh, okay. There goes my headphones. Hold on, guys.
They probably ran out of battery. I'll
Oh,
get
really?
you.
Oh, they're not turning on.
And they're taking like this is gonna be 5 minutes of added
It's
time.
gonna be like 10.
For real.
Oh, it was on the Qatar World Cup. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch the John Oliver video on that. Because that's how I learned about all that initially.
Yeah, the first person to really tell me how FIFA was back then.
Yeah. Love your videos. Been watching since San Marino FIFA 20. That is a throwback. Legendary video. Saddened that I'll never be able to do episode 2.
So sad that he has to go out. I think he is.
I prefer FIFA. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
This is wild. You imagine being in this situation? He keeps going.
Is he?
I mean,
Oh my god.
His nose is broken.
Yeah.
His nose is 50 shades of broken right there.
I just do a little like
Now, to be,
back in place.
you know, with my multiple medical degrees, I would say that, you know, his nose cushioned the impact, lessened the concussive force of the challenge.
Just apply some Tiger Balm. It'll be good. Hello, streamers. Hello.
They should force him to sub. Nah, man, it's the World Cup. If it takes 5 minutes to get the guy able to play, I have no problem with that. Just because it's the World Cup, like, how do you not? I feel like you should.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Hey, F, thank you so much for the $5 donation, my dude. How long was that? 6 minutes? The last play was that cross from Harry Kane.
It's been a while.
Hey, but I don't have to change the lineup graphics, so I think we've got to win. Maguire long shots incoming? Dude, you imagine the heart rate of that backup goalkeeper? Thought he was about to just pop into the World Cup. That's like, no, man, put the bib back on. You're all right. I feel like one of the few kits I didn't see was Iran. Do they have good kits?
They changed them, like, I think actually, like, November. Because they had, like, the one where it was, like, the green and red stripe. Now it's just, like, cheetah prints, I think?
That's cheetah print right there.
Like, on the sleeves or something? Like, you see how the shoulders
Oh,
and
they
everything?
have cheetah print on the sleeves.
I think that's cheetah. It's one of those cats.
Okay.
Oh. I think he's
wow.
done. I think he's done.
Well, you know, he has to be done. Dude, this poor backup
That's really
goalkeeper gets
unfortunate.
ready, stands on the side, like gives his name to the fourth ref, goes and puts the bib on, sits back down, and now stands back up to go back in.
This is tough. I do appreciate some Ian Dark on commentary.
Alright, Baron Von's coming out.
The other keeper.
Yeah, not even the other team causing it, just I think Adler just texted me, he said this guy's gotta be concussed. He has to be.
Yeah.
That was a savage hit. So we'll see who their backup goalkeeper is. I actually have no idea because Baron Von already plays in the Iranian league.
Let me check the
But to me,
lineups for, like the qualifiers.
To be honest, most of their team plays in the Iranian league. I think over 50% of their call-up plays in the Iranian league.
Yeah.
Loved your Croatia video. What happened to the keeper? He got a face full of a center back. They're gonna show you if you keep. Oof. Tried to continue. We've been waiting for like 5 or 6 minutes to try and get him.
So if it's this Abidzadeh guy, I think they should be. It's definitely not as good as the first choice, but he's still like pretty decent.
Abidzadeh? Is that the guy that is like warming up? Yeah, it's totally the guy.
Yeah, has to be.
There he is.
Like he has experience in qualifiers, so it's not.
Is he number 24? Because I'll put him on there.
He's number 22, so I feel like it's him. It's on the qualifiers that he's number 22. Like he's 24 there.
Okay.
Let's see if it's like actually him.
Substitution, Baron Von out. And
Hosseini. Oh,
it's
okay.
the other guy.
Never mind.
Give me a first name.
Hosseini. Hossein.
Huh?
Hossein. Hossein Hosseini. It's Hossein. And then Hossein E, like an I.
Well, I really respect the simplicity of that. In a team full of absolutely insane names, he keeps it level. He was first choice for the 2028. No, he wasn't.
Was he?
No, Byron Von saved Ronaldo's penalty.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Byron Von's the guy whose nose just got split in half. Look, Hosseini might have been the main guy at the beginning, but he doesn't have the pace. He's not going anywhere.
No, don't worry about it. World Cup magic.
Yeah, he's going to find, like, what, 7 more miles per hour just because it's the World Cup? Yeah, he's not going anywhere. It's the first time these two countries have ever played. I find that hard to believe. Although, has the U.S. ever played Iran? I feel like we have.
We played them at 98.
Did we lose?
Yes. 2-1. My friend's dad actually like met the players who were like partying in the hotel. Iranian.
Always got to have a good Mohammadi in the team.
Is it the same one, Milad, who like does the crazy throw-ins?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I haven't seen Johan Bosch get on the ball yet. This is the first time they've gotten forward, and it's 20 minutes into the game. This should be plus 11. That cross was at 7 minutes. That's insane. 20 minutes in, I feel like the game just started.
The England kits are kind of growing on me.
I actually think concussion subs are a thing at this World Cup, by the way.
That's good.
I think so. I don't think that counts as a sub. Hosseini's playing in goal, not up top as a striker. I know, I just did it in numerical order. Okay. I don't want to decide for the manager what their team is supposed to look like. That's a dangerous game for me. Although I respect TV networks that do take that step, we won't. I can tell you the guys that are on the field, that was a dicey ball.
Early cross.
I will really enjoy Twitter if England loses this game. But I think it'll make it harder for the U.S. if they do.
But England losing would be funny.
That would be funny. Ooh. Hello.
Please. Be careful with our golden boy. He needs to come back.
Yeah. Like hands off Saka, please. There's an emergency substitution rule, but not a concussion sub. Somebody in the announcing team for the U.S. broadcast said that there was. That's the only. That's my source. If he's wrong, we're all wrong.
298. Only time Iran have scored more than once in a world. That's crazy.
Tragic for us. Iran actually has a pretty bad record at the World Cup. Iran's been to the World Cup a lot. That was one of the things I learned, like preparing for that preview. Is they've been to the World Cup a ton, but they've never gotten out of the group.
They've had some tough groups.
Well, the one 4 years ago was brutal.
Even Argentina, Bosnia, and Nigeria was pretty tough.
Yeah. That was easier though. I mean, when you end up with Spain and Portugal like they did 4 years ago,
Yeah.
And they were 1 goal away from getting out of that. I mean, they drew 1-1 with Portugal in the last match. That's what I said. It's like Iran is very clearly better than the sum of its parts. But they haven't blown the Asian Cup away either. Oh, nice 1-2. Bellingham. Referee.
He's really good.
You can see the air conditioners. You can see the air conditioners.
Oh my god.
Why do they have those? It's 75.
Inside the stadium is 75, maybe? I don't know.
No. Like, it's 75 in Qatar.
Oh. I'm not sure.
I feel like that's more than adequate. You played in you played in Brazil. There was no way it was 75 in Brazil.
No, there was like 20 water breaks every game. Peacock is a Black Friday, so that's nice.
Who is?
Peacock. 99 cents a month for 12 months with code SAVEBIG.
Klaus is a very good ref. You know who this guy? I don't recognize this guy. There's the first yellow card.
Bahamas.
Oh. Oh, Johan Bosch, what are you doing?
Ooh.
That's pretty nasty. Ow. Your clock stopped working again? No, it didn't.
No, that's good.
It's working. Unless I'm hallucinating, but he agreed with me, so I don't think I am. You scared me! Any thoughts on the ref's kit? I love the shoulder stripes. I love the all black. You wear it for your opponent's funeral. Oh, nice tackle, though.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. No worries, no worries. Keep it going.
Mohammedi. Oh. That's like Taremi's first touch, and it's a flop. That's not encouraging. Well, without Sardar Azmoun, Taremi's just going to be alone. He doesn't have anybody to... Like, Johan Bosch and Mohammedi have to set him up, or he's just going to... Can they stop fouling? I don't think they're going to, chat. A point in this match is a win for Iran. This is the hardest match for Iran in the group, obviously. If Iran gets 3 points, then England's actually in trouble. If England gets 3 points, then, 3 points to start the group stage. Oh,
my god.
Is he not even calling that? Yeah, he is.
Okay.
What's your boy doing? Bukayo Saka is off the
chain. Arteta used to have like a history of, for some reason, having the most red cards of any other team.
Oh, it's a knee right to the calf for your trouble. Yeah, I would be down too. This is not time wasting. Remember, there's going to be like 13 minutes of stoppage time in the first half, so this is not... Oh, that was so not bad. A good pass. That is so bad. Oh, play that. No.
Saka flies right back. Oh,
no way that got all the way
Saka.
there.
Stay away from my boy.
Oh, what a save. That looked so uncomfortable. You can't tell me he didn't look a little nervous making that save. He looked a little nervous making that save.
It looked like it was going to bounce.
Oh, he's trying to be... that was a good throw. He looked like he was trying to be Baron Vond with the... that's not it. They really pressing this far up the field? Well broken, but
He just
yeah.
just take him off, please, for his own safety.
Iran's gonna win this 0-0. Here's a question for you: why is this match happening first instead of Senegal in the Netherlands?
What time is it in England right now? Like, it's 8
like
right now. It's like 1.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle of the day. Why would you not want to play it at 4?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. There's not much of a difference in time either, so.
No.
Yeah.
There's.
I
somebody
guess.
told me Qatar was only 1 hour. It's got to be 2 ahead. Right?
Yeah, it's like 6 hours, I think.
From us? Well, that'd be only 1 hour ahead of England then. It's 1:30, and yeah, it's 1:30. It's 3 hours. Qatar's 3 hours, so it's 4 in Qatar right now. Oh, that was so unnecessarily hard on the back pass.
That's a good ball.
Oh, that's a really good ball.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that's Mason Mount, all right. Hey, Thanatos, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, my dude. Appreciate it. It was regarding TV rights coverage for some matches. I mean, all the U.S. matches are at 2 p.m. U.S. time, so clearly they thought about it somewhat. England struggling because of the heat. My brother and ball, it is 75 Fahrenheit out there. And they have like A-grade world-class air conditioning on the field. If England can't play in this heat, then they can never play a World Cup south of the Arctic Circle. I wanted to make it difficult for the UK schools, show the game or not. If it's 4, it's no issue. If I was a school, I'd be in the bathroom with all of the friends. Oh, what a terrible touch by Bellingham. He just bailed himself out.
Oh, boy.
That was shocking.
It's just basically
Pass the ball, Mason. He had the overlap for 3 hours. What is Mount doing?
Oh, that's not bad.
This is going to end up being a goal, isn't it? Oh, dude. Bellingham. Worst touches in the game right now.
Ooh,
Sterling. Oh, shut
Saucy.
the front doors. Raheem. Oh. The PT said I'm currently in school. See? That's what I'd be doing. I don't understand freedom units. I don't have a... Here. I'll convert it for you. What is... I'm going to look up the temperature in Qatar right now. Assuming one
75.
temperature applies to the whole... It's 28 Fahrenheit. It's negative Celsius in
24.
New York right now. That's awful. Doha.
People are saying 24.
Doha is 79 Fahrenheit. That is... 24 sounds right.
Because what's 30? I always use 30 as like a...
Yeah, it's 26 Celsius there right now. That's really not bad. Oh!
That's going to be Harry Maguire all tournament.
Oh, that almost cost
Oh, wait, hold on, though.
Oh, but the counter. Oh, put the ball up.
Go on.
Put the ball up. Mohammedi.
Oh, there's just too many back.
Yeah, they went too slow.
You get Sardar out there.
Dude, Bukayo Saka looks so good. If there was a UK team who would be in it, Scotland, Wales, Northern... If there was a UK team in, who would be in? Scotland was the closest. Oh, dude, they're singing the Harry Maguire song. Harry Maguire. He almost undid like 2 years of pain.
I mean, that's the thing. His defending may not be great, but he's so good aerially for England every single time.
I always thought easy to say considering he just hit the post at the World Cup. I always thought Harry Maguire was done unfairly. I always thought he was a good center back. I just thought that
he's just in the wrong system.
No, I thought that he wasn't ever worth 80 million pounds.
And that
so
as well.
that like ended up making the expectations too high. But he was like, who would you rather have had, him or Lindelof right last year? It's like, it's still Maguire's better.
Maguire's going to be England's top scorer. Yeah, I mean, considering how Southgate plays, I could absolutely see it.
That or Harry Kane from the penalty spot. There's only 2 ways England succeeds. Could be Maguire from the penalty spot. What an awful giveaway.
Do you remember his penalty in the Euros?
It was the best penalty in the
whole
shootout.
Oh, it was so good.
Harry Maguire is actually a fantastic penalty taker. I still can't believe their backup goalkeeper's name is Hossein Hosseini. I wonder what the Iranian league is doing with the protests. Because he plays for Esteghlal.
Mm-hmm.
Great team to sign people from on Football Manager, by the way. Do not pay huge wages. Oh, gotta be.
Oh,
yes,
Jude
it is.
Bellingham. Well played.
And all we're saying is how bad he's been. And then he goes and does that. Oh, Jude Bellingham. For England!
Oh. I'm okay with this. I like Jude Bellingham. So
the official,
it's fine. It's
the
fine.
official score. Yeah, I like Bellingham. I picked 1-0 England, so I look like a genius right now. I hate to be that guy.
I mean, I tried to reverse jinx England, and not really working out.
Nothing Mr. Hossein Hosseini can do about that, chat. Absolutely nothing. Congrats to the English viewers. Honestly, that relieves so much pressure for England.
We need Sardar.
Bellingham! 34th minute. You like that? Let it go away. Bellingham again! In case you were wondering who
Bellingham
scored.
35.
It was 35?
Yeah, it was 35. I saw another thing.
Freaking. Suey! Leveling up our production today, chap. How do you like those apples?
Ooh,
not
again.
England's going to win by multiple goals. Although the last time I said that, Ecuador went on to score no more goals.
Yeah,
so we were
great.
But England looks really good now. Disaster for Scottish fans. It's really a disaster for the world.
Good header.
Now, I don't think Hosseini was going to save it anyways, but he did commit to go get the ball and then get caught in no man's land anyways. So he had absolutely no chance. Quality graphics. Thank you. I actually think this has all come together quite nicely. I think we have a lovely little setup.
I didn't even notice the World Cup trophy there.
Oh, yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the quality's getting better every single day. It's all about improvement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was his first England goal? Shut up.
I doesn't score much.
I feel like he should score more. Like, scouts definitely think he should score more. I wanted to stay 0-0 longer. Sadistic. Where's the 90th minute pen? Now you got to do the live table? That's not happening. But the table will be up to date for, all the other matches. Although for the U.S. match, we won't have this overlay. Because we'll be on the road.
Oh, baby.
Fight!
And win!
Thank you.
You ever heard that?
Just getting warmed up.
At a Seattle game.
I have. I've
Yeah,
been to Seattle game.
because I remember like for the first 6 years of hearing that, it was kind of just a meme. I didn't really think they actually chanted that in the stadium, so it was just kind of like a fever dream.
I was expecting to have live ratings during the match, like FM. You want to do that part, or
Hmm?
so? Do you want to do the live ratings?
Live
You
rate.
can type them in now. Okay. Total receptions. Who keeps? Is this football now? What's going on? Between them, like they literally just put up total receptions.
Fox Sports, baby.
When is the U.S. playing? 2 p.m. our time,
Hmm.
7 p.m. London time, 10 p.m. Qatar time, and midnight Beijing time. In case you were wondering, it's not just after this game. No, after this game is Senegal and the Netherlands.
That should be interesting. I hope.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I could totally see a world where the Netherlands blows that away, but they ain't doing it today.
3 a.m. Malaysia time. Yeah.
3
2
a.m.
a.m.
Malaysia.
Vietnam time.
Oh yeah, what am I saying? It's 2 a.m. Beijing time. So my apologies. I was totally wrong. It's 2 a.m. Beijing time. Now, Iran was springing a press like all the way into the 18 of England at times before. But this is a nightmare start for Iran.
Hmm.
Their talismanic goalkeeper is out, and they've fallen behind rather convincingly while looking non-threatening. I legitimately think that there's a chance that the first good match of the entire World Cup is the U.S. and Wales. If the Netherlands handles Senegal the way I think they might.
Oh, good ball.
This
Just
better.
no one in the
Oh!
box.
Oh! I feel like everything but the goal Bellingham has done does not look good. Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Mason. Kieran, who I feel like doesn't even exist at club level anymore. He's just hurt the whole time.
Now, he's been doing pretty
Oh!
well more.
Oh! I wouldn't have called that.
Oh,
That's not a
oh.
foul. He's looking for that so much. USA Wales sounds like it's going to be the first 0-0. Now that's a US dub. We're going to score 3 goals. I'm going to throw 3 beers across the bar. It's an L take. I'm betting US 2, Wales 1. I hope it's fun. Gareth's going to score. Pulisic's going to score. We have like one guy that was at the World Cup 8 years ago, and that's it. Our whole team is going to the World Cup for the first time, so who knows how they're
Wait,
going to respond to that.
who's that one guy?
You know.
Guy?
DeAndre.
Was DeAndre on that team?
Yeah, he totally was. Yedlin had to be. Now I'm going to look it up. Because the U.S. has one.
Uh, Surely he was on the bench or something, because...
I can look it up.
It was 2014. I made his debut against Portugal. Okay. Alright.
He's got to be the only one. Like Tim Ream didn't go. He didn't go 8 years
Nah.
ago. Mexico versus France final. I feel like France would be the more controversial pick there. That and the fact that Mexico's losing in the round of 16. You just don't know
Ooh.
it yet. Oh, what a
Oh.
nice pass. Great hustle by that guy, honestly.
Yeah.
He was out of the play.
Yeah, luckily in the right position there. Is Freddie Adu in the U.S. squad?
Freddie Adu. Wonder what he's doing right
Legend.
now. I feel like some company would
like...
totally pay to have Freddie Adu commentate, like, on the World Cup.
Yeah, wasn't he in, like, the Finnish leagues a few years ago?
He was in Scandinavia somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not a good corner, sure. Oh, but it's a good play.
Oh! Oh, the golden boy! I have to clap that one.
Yo!
Like, I actually might have predicted a 4-0 win on Twitter.
Oh my goodness, Bakayo. Oh, what are they arguing for?
It might have been a foul.
They would take away a fabulous goal for, like, some... Did your right ear go out?
Yeah.
So did mine. I have no idea why. We can only hear in our left ear.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
So they're claiming a push? Oh, McGuire? Is that the call? Or sorry, is that the call that they want?
That was a great finish, though. That's our golden boy.
Did that take a deflection? I didn't even think it did. Who scored for England? It was Saka. There you go. The official.
That's our boy. Making England proud.
The official score update. It's 2-0.
Are you gonna like resize it or just like update the score? Oh, okay.
Yeah, see. So what's that, 44th?
43rd.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You put the apostrophe on the wrong side.
Oh, I put the apostrophe. Hey.
Oh, good.
Is your right ear still just not working?
I can hear it a little bit now. Did you?
Yeah, it's just not.
It's just very quiet. Like, it's noticeably quieter.
That's literally never happened. I don't know why.
Oh, he's still going. Whoa.
Well, this is free flowing.
Whip out the.
Oh, dude!
Oh my God! No! Oh my God!
It's gonna be 20-0.
I predicted this team first.
I can't help you there, dude.
You can
I can't
whip
help
out
you
the
there.
update. That's probably like 45.
Well,
Carlos Queiroz, this defending is I'm gonna go make fun of my Iranian friend now.
yeah, it just feels like they're gone. Like mentally, they're gone. Oh no, that was Sterling. It was Kane with the pass. I can't even imagine the scenes in the pubs. Okay.
Raheem Sterling
Yeah, it was Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling 45.
always pulls up at the tournaments.
That's
I told
3
you.
goals in 10 minutes.
I look like a right idiot with all my predictions right now.
Iran first in the group, guys. You heard it here first.
Iran second,
first
Wales.
in the group.
Oh, the hindsight merchants are gonna have a field day with me
Bro,
today.
14 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, I actually predicted 13. I was close.
That might be the most I've ever seen.
I've seen
I know there's crazier ones that have existed, but like in a game that I've actually watched, 14 might be the most I've ever seen.
I remember like Bournemouth Everton. It was like a 9 added minutes, but there's like 2 goals within those added minutes. So it was like
He's
15.
American. He knows nothing about football, anyways. Samuel Eto'o picked Cameroon to win the World Cup.
Yeah, come on.
I feel like that still is gonna age poor. It'll be 5-0 by actual halftime. Well, this is very different than England at the last World Cup. At least with that first match against Tunisia, right? I'll have it. I'll have it,
Oh
son.
my word.
No way he
He's
gets out of
just
this. Four
embarrassing
guys.
them.
Yeah, no, this is ugly. This is real ugly.
I love how once we called out Jude Bellingham for his two terrible touches,
I
just
feel.
turned on baller mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Jogo Bonito's spirits have just chosen him.
Look at that touch. Like that. That. Oh man. Now he's.
He's just a little nervous, you know. Oh, Trippier.
Oh, that was a foul.
That was a corner. No.
Iran is. I legitimately said in the video that I made about them, I'm like, Iran is not a team you just blow out. I don't recognize this Iran.
There's no defensive shape. I'm just kind of bewildered right now.
Yeah, they're just not. Like, wait.
Like, this is not what I saw against Senegal.
The assistant ref is like watching Trippier put it down. He's like, I don't think that's on the line. Oh, that was well defended.
Okay.
This is not how I thought this was going to go. I was thinking Tunisia at the last World Cup for sure.
Oh, not again.
Oh, Saka should have shot that.
I wouldn't mind a Saka hat trick, you know. Make us look good. Iran will give us a Liverpool-like comeback from 05. Oh boy. That's hopium.
Huh. I feel like some of the outsider teams are in for a rude awakening. Clearly, Iran is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to judge it for sure because, like, the mental state of this team, you have no idea where they're at. A lot of stuff going on in Iran that has nothing to do with the World Cup.
All right.
Taremi, he had nowhere to go.
Taremi is just yeah.
No, this is actually completely. This is the amount of extra time that should be on this first half. If you watch the whole thing, this is the amount of extra time that should be here. Asian teams in the mud. Yes, this is not a good start for
Pray for Japan.
Praise Japan.
Please. Trust in Wataru.
I think South Korea is going to have a good tournament.
I feel like
Australia's
maybe
not to round out the Asian Federation.
Australia, if they play Grangkuo, I want to see that happen. You know, maybe they could grab a point. Who knows? That's definitely just hopium.
An hour mobile. I like our mobile.
Yeah, he didn't play that much in qualifiers. I don't know if it was because he was injured.
No, they don't play him a lot, but I like him anyways.
No, he had like
I don't know who else they're putting on the field. It's like Jackson Irvine the whole time.
Aiden Hustic from I think he still plays for Frankfurt. And say Matthew Leckie?
I didn't know, but he's like their captain now.
Yeah, Riley McGree from Middlesbrough as well. Like they have some pretty interesting attacking options.
Berhalter Ball's gonna crush Pengland. Hopefully we both go into that match with 3 points. That would add extra sauce.
Out to the Golden Boy. Time Magazine Zone.
And he's got a World Cup
Mason.
goal. Oh.
World Cup goal, you know, that counts as like 14 extra goals in the Premier League, so we win by default.
Really boosts the Premier League goal difference.
Yeah. Yeah, Riley McGrew, but well, he was at Charlotte FC. He was our first signing, and then he moved.
Hasn't Charlotte FC only been around like a
year?
A year?
Yeah. Did pretty well for the first season. Everyone had us, including me, like almost bottom. We finished like not too far off from like the under the playoff line.
Not bad considering most expansion teams in the MLS are terrible.
Yeah. I mean, Cincinnati kind of improved somehow.
Is this Pickford's like second touch of the game? Iran hasn't taken a shot.
It's been pitiful.
At least England's playing a back four.
A-League, best league in the world, can't convince me otherwise. It can get exciting sometimes, I can't lie.
They have the best commentators,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, the commentators are so good.
Why is it plus 14? Baron Von broke his nose and tried to stay in the game for Iran. Plus 14 is fair. Like it's not a plus 14 is completely fair. Honestly, this game seemed like it would be really ugly and go by pretty fast, and Iran might be able to hang around. And after the first goal, Iran is like pedestrian.
It just can't get anything. This is worse than Qatar.
Legitimately, it's been worse than Qatar, I think, since the first goal. It absolutely could turn into 5 or 6. Iran looks out of it mentally, and now they're really deflated. They don't even have a shot.
Our Japanese and South Korean brothers have a lot of work to do. Alright.
Yeah. Qatar is really bad. They were. And Iran has been really bad right now. Do you think the U.S. national team will have any issues with this Iran team? If Iran shows up and plays as well as they could, absolutely, it's possible. But they're not. And on it, I feel bad for them if it's because they're mentally fatigued with everything going on, and they're just not kind of here. You know, they're distracted, not fully focused, and
they're also missing one of their best players.
Asmoon, yeah. He's available for this World Cup.
I mean, I remember when he first got injured, it was 6 to 8 weeks, so it might still be a little bit questionable.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that might be the gift they needed.
Go on! Onside.
Go on!
Alright. Oh, that's good.
Hit it! Oh, bro.
That's not good. He had enough time to take a touch.
He did. I don't know if he trusted it.
That was their chance. That could have been the Liverpool comeback right there.
I don't know if he was offside anyways, yeah. I don't know if he had any chance of scoring by side-footing this. Why the play for so long after the 45? The goalkeeper for Iran got hurt. If you hit it high enough, it counts as 3 points. That was high enough.
If USA win against Wales, you have to shave the chest.
No. Come on. That's reserved for winning the whole World Cup. What are you talking about? It's going to be a tough match, but the U.S. is the favorite against Wales. Never? Yeah. How do you think I would make my money? My chest hair OnlyFans would dry up. Hurt badly as well. No, he broke his nose for sure. Probably a concussion. At the very least, he's feeling groggy. I would lose all my powers if I shaved the chest hair? Probably. How many minutes do we have left? 3? I don't even know the 45 plus 14 is 59, so we go to 59 minutes.
3 more minutes.
At least 59 minutes.
14 extra minutes, I've seen nothing.
Any small nerves for the match? Not yet. I'm assuming those will get here, though. Assuming those will arrive.
I'll lose my voice.
Yeah,
for the next 5 days because it's cold as well.
Voice. Oh, nice pass.
I'm with you, Maxwell. I picked Iran to win the world.
You picked Iran to win the World Cup.
Win the group. You and I are feeling the pain. Don't worry.
I only picked England to win by 1, so.
Memphis Depay
At least I
going
picked
nuts
the right
today.
result.
I mean, I tried to reverse jinx England. It said 4-0, so I could be right with the scoreline, unfortunately.
Bellingham world class yet? Yeah, I think he is. He had a weird start to the game, but then he scored a goal, and he's been like magisterial since then.
Tedeschi goal, Maxwell dyeing hair.
No shot. No shot, Luke. No, he's passing.
Decent delivery.
Oh. If
Looked like
McGuire
in
had
his
thrown
hand.
if McGuire had thrown himself at that, I think he could have scored.
Mhm.
That ball hit the ground. Have some passion, Harry.
Oh,
Oh, bad.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a foul.
just calling nothing.
He's not. At least Iran's pressing now. They were kind of taking
Mhm.
5 after going behind 3-0. That it? That halftime? Congratulations.
pause that or something?
Halftime score. England 3. Iran 0. Bellingham, Saka, Sterling. Maxwell, your thoughts?
It's been miserable to watch as as a professional England hater.
It's just a
But
a tremendously straightforward match so far.
yeah, I'm glad Saka scored. I'm glad he's doing well. I hope it stays that well up until the final when every player, or if the final happens for them. I hope it doesn't.
All right, chat.
England are looking good though.
They are. There's no, like,
Yeah.
I feel like the match is already over. Iran's probably not
Yeah.
going to score 3 goals, not only at this World Cup, but the next World Cup as well.
You might want to stop the
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, are we sure there isn't more stoppage time? Humbug. Stop.
I put my ginger candies.
In the name of love. All right, chat. Who is your player of the first half? That is my question to you.
I really like Declan Rice.
Player of the first half. Who was the player of the first half, chat? Saka? McGuire? Who's out here with McGuire? Jude. Apparently, a lot of people.
A lot of people
going.
saying Jude. I really like Jude as well. It's either between him and Declan Rice. I thought Declan Rice was an unsung hero.
Him or Declan Rice? All right, mods. If we might be able to do a poll, let's do a poll. Pickford, dude, come on. Jordan Pickford, he's the favorite right there. Favorite of the clubhouse. I'm thinking. A lot of people are saying Maguire, Trippier. I think Sterling was underrated in that first half.
The Iranian physio.
I think Shaw was underrated in that first half. He forced the issue a lot. You see the U.S. beating England if they play like this? I mean, I don't know if
It's hard to tell because Iran are so bad right now.
Yeah, agree with that. I see the U.S. beating everybody. Yes. The Iranian goalkeeper's so scared of the ball. Well, I mean, it is the backup. That is a very difficult way to come in. But it did look like Jude Bellingham has won our first half MVP poll there. Scott, thank you for the $5 donation, by the way. I appreciate that. So our player of the half, Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham.
According to this watch along. Also, there's an error on our scoreboard. Did you catch that?
And what happened?
There's an error on our scoreboard. Ready?
Oh no.
It was +1.
Oh,
We lived in a world where it wasn't +1.
I can't
for
believe
too
we've
long.
been displaying fake news for the last
Fake news.
14 minutes.
You guys can never trust us again. I'm so sorry. Iran are genuinely awful. I'm amazed at how bad they've been so far in this game.
It's just like
I mean, you picked them to win the group.
I
So
did
there was-
because they had a strong. I saw them as kind of a dark horse pick. You know, they have a pretty decent striker, actually a very good striker in Tarmi. Sara Asman was going to eventually come back, and I thought they had a pretty good defensive shape. Like seeing Iran play the last two World Cups,
Yeah.
even like 2014 when they played Argentina. If it hadn't been for that like messy, insane goal, it would have been no. And you know, I watched them against Senegal. I watched them against Uruguay. Although Uruguay was a little bit lucky because they had like 26 shots and hit the post like twice. But
yeah.
it's just so different, and I think I think very much so. Like the whole like politics of the country and everything is kind of affecting them in a more negative sense, I would say. Oh, it's good.
Sorry, this is a very weird commercial. Oh no, it's
Oh.
not. It's an adorable commercial. Never mind. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. There was just a guy shaving his head. I didn't know he was doing it for cancer support. Okay.
Oh, we are listening to Alexi.
Who won it? Bellingham won the vote at the top of the chat. 64% of you said that Jude Bellingham is the player of the half. That works. Mexico is going to have the same stats as against Poland at halftime. I'm calling it 82% possession. How about this? Will there be a match with over 82% possession in the first half?
82% possession.
That's absurd.
Like over.
Yeah. What match, if any match at this World Cup could produce that, what match would it be?
Netherlands, Qatar.
Maybe 95? 95 possible?
They're very possession based, so I could definitely say like over 90.
I feel like Mexico against anybody's got a chance.
Argentina, Saudi Arabia is a shout.
Oh, yeah.
Spain, Costa Rica, definitely. That's a very smart one actually, considering how Spain play.
Yeah, Spain. Well, that's such a good header by Bellingham. They're re-showing the replay from the first half.
Right. Remove it. I want to see Saka's beautiful finish. Oh God.
Okay, there's no way that English fans don't force it and just throw all their drinks anyways. They do. Like you could like that celebration was so it's so forced. I don't want to hate on anybody for celebrating though. Like celebrate how you want to celebrate. It's totally a thing where they're like, "Oh, we scored." I feel like initially it was just we're so excited about this goal.
No, we do that at Charlotte FC games. Very good finish. Very good finish.
That was some of the best finishing I've ever seen from an Easter.
I'm scared to look at my Twitter.
Alexi's looking old. I think what throws me off about the like Fox Sports thing in Qatar is that there's like nobody around it. There's like 5 people outside of it in the background. Oh, we're getting a report from the U.S. camp after this.
Oh no.
What are you tweeting?
Huh?
What are you tweeting?
What am I
Rafa?
tweeting? The fact that I predicted a 4-0 win in hopes that it would jinx England.
And you didn't mean
And
it.
I'm just, just saying I predicted a right score, or I'm going to predict the right score, Boxing guitar. I was desperately trying to find the pre-show of yesterday, because I really wanted to see how bad it was. But they have like a separate thing on YouTube TV where you have to save the pre-show, which sucked, because I was trying to like see if I could watch the game, like a rerun of it, and it didn't work.
I'm figuring out the bar we're going to. I'm figuring out the bar we're going to for the U.S. game later. Right now, we're emailing. I'm very professional. I don't want to just show up with a streaming backpack. We've been emailing for like 5 days, and they're now. I'm getting reports on how the bar is shaping up.
Okay.
Love your channel on YouTube. Keep up the good work. I love you. Jinx failed successfully. You were right on accident. See, your knowledge of Qatar will be better than most people think, and Iran will be hard to break down, or not making me look knowledgeable as you promised. Yeah, you're right. He picked Iran to win the group. I did better than that.
To be fair,
I picked Iran to have 0 points.
I did that predictions video thinking, it'd be really funny if I just had this chaotic prediction video where I just predicted every score without having done a preview or like any research beforehand. And it's pretty much resulted just how I expected it.
What do I think of the match so far? I'm so surprised how bad Iran is. It's a pretty familiar lineup to the one that nearly got out of a group with Spain and Portugal 4 years ago. They weren't brilliant at the Asian Cup, but they were really solid in qualifying, which is the only other thing we had to go on. The Asian Cup was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's very odd. They never show up at the Asian Cup.
They don't get blown out, except for now. Now they're getting blown out, but like they don't normally get blown out. So I think, and what the U.S. announcers were starting to speculate is that their minds are elsewhere with everything going on in Iran. I mean, obviously, they needed to concede early or early-ish for that to kind of kick in, but once they go behind by multiple goals, then it's like, oh, okay.
Got these ginger candies. I was so glad I brought these on the flight.
What are those for? I never finished my email to the watch party thing we're going to.
They're very good for the throat. If you have a cold or something, I'll just eat like 20 of these.
Nice. I feel like losing your starting keeper also hurts. Yeah, but I don't think he was safe. Like, if we're going to be honest with my boy Hosseini, I don't think they were saving. Either one of them was saving 2 out of those 3. Maybe the Bellingham one, because Hosseini did step forward and he had no chance to get back to that ball. I'm seeing one of you take all the credit on Twitter. What are you doing? I gotta finish this email. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Taking all the credit on Twitter.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Unreal.
Oh, God. You see this? Hold on. You guys see that? Can that focus? I don't know. It's not focusing.
You trying to show?
I'm gonna show the screenshot of my prediction someone replied to in the chat. Yeah.
It'll focus.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that prediction.
Masterclass.
Right,
Absolute masterclass.
It looks exactly the same as the score right below it, doesn't it, chat? It's the exact same thing. That's so bad, man. That's so bad. Are you streaming along with the USA game? Yes. We're going to be watching at a US watch party. Taco Cat, thank you for the 15. My dude. Appreciate it. Thomas Fitzy, I appreciate the prime as well. Slightly off. Match isn't over yet. True, it was just 4-3.
Unlucky.
4-3 Iran.
They got very unlucky.
I like the mean mugging celebration from Jude Bellingham is good. Maybe it's time for Foden, Grealish, and Rashford. They said maybe you get Calvin Phillips in there. Guys that haven't been fit for a while or don't get to play a lot. Like Phillips. Who do you think is going to be the player of the tournament? Oh, it's so hard to say. Enter Valencia.
Apparently on the Indonesian broadcaster, it switched to a soap opera during the lineups.
That reminds me of if you're from the U.S. or you watch basketball at all, March Madness is a thing. And we were trying to watch March Madness, but my Peter's TV is like his TV account is set up for Savannah, where he went to school, Savannah, Georgia. Mm-hmm. And in Savannah, Georgia, instead of showing the first game of March Madness, they were showing the local parade. There was like some huge local parade going on. And so we were trying to pull it. They were not showing the first game of March Madness on TV. They were showing a parade, so we had to find scrambling to find somewhere else we can watch it because his TV account wasn't showing it.
No, I remember. England fans might remember this. 2010, ITV I think had the rights to USA England, and during the pretty much like the best like peak part of 2010 World Cup for England, when they scored against the US in like the 4th minute, I think a commercial was playing or something.
Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Indonesia had an
that.
earthquake?
Wait, where was that? You said the app's kind of messed up.
No, I saw something about an earthquake too. Oh, a 5. Oh, jeez. Thoughts with you guys? Thoughts.
There's an app called Twitch DVR. I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome. That allows you to slow the stream down so you can sync it up with your stream. That is good. That's a quality idea.
Yeah, any Indonesian viewers out there, I hope you guys are safe.
I find earthquakes wild. That's not the the take. What was it? What was the magnitude?
5.6.
Okay, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. You gonna watch the new Avatar? That's the commercial on right now.
I haven't watched the first one, dude.
I
need to.
loved the first one. I'm a sucker for that type of movie. Oh, it's not good.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Thoughts of Indonesia? That is, yeah, that's not good. Oh, they just made some subs. It's time to update the lineup. Let's go Zealand.
And the time. Soon.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't forget.
I won't. We're better at the time now. We're much better at the time.
Thank you for the 1776 Zoo Dave. Lovely numbers we're seeing here.
Yes. We have like $1,500 raised for Amnesty International already, so thank you
Shout
guys.
out you guys. Got the heart actually right this time.
Waiting for the clock to come up. The clock is going. I'll get the subs in now. You're just over there relaxing on the couch. I'm over here running this high-level production. We are underway in the second half. Oh my goodness. Jordan Pickford begging for problems. So the subs were Ali Karimi's come off.
I heard Esatalahi as well.
They made 3
Oh
substitutions.
my god, they took out Jahan Box.
Yeah, they did. They made 3 substitutions.
Yeah.
Ali Karimi's off.
Kanani, and
So Ali Karimi is off.
Galis.
Karimi's off. Cheshmi's off. Jahan Bosch is off. Jahan Bosch hit that shot that was just freaking awful. Alright.
Oh no. Dude, Bellingham was just having. Oh no, Saka, don't do that.
Oh no.
Jude's real transfer value. Oh, it's gonna like. If he keeps this up, it's gonna be
Jude's
from
gonna
like
be
150 to 300.
Jude's going to go for as much as Holland goes for in the next big transfer window, I think.
How many years till we see like the first 1 billion transfer? You think?
1 billion?
1 billion.
I mean, a while, I think.
Yeah. What's like the highest it's ever been on like football manager for you?
They go for 300 million
Oh,
sometimes.
okay. 40 years, I could see it. Won't happen.
Saeed as a Talai was one of the subs.
Yeah.
Getting you a nice updated roster there. Mohamed Kanani. Really? How is that the longest name?
The M's.
Get in there. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Get in your home.
Ain't injured. What? Ooh.
No way he's actually hurt.
It looked a bit bad.
There's no way.
I believe Senegal is going to shock the Netherlands today. Even without
Really?
Mane, that is a bold take. Like that looked nasty.
Oh.
Yeah, like that. The weight kind of bent him a little bit there. Yeah. I'm just gonna curse Senegal.
Oh, just bring in Callum Wilson. Frickin' bring in Callum Wilson right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, why risk him? I mean, I guess a rolled ankle's not something that's like a huge re-injury risk.
Yeah. 3-0 up.
He's walking. He's walking okay. I think the thing about a rolled ankle is you can play through it too. Like if it's not super bad, and that's what it seems like he's at. How many yellow cards do they have?
Maybe.
It's at least 4. Here, I have the FIFA app. That is their second. Johan Bosch got one in the first half. That's it.
I thought there was more.
There probably should have been. Honestly, I feel like there will be a few more.
Kane out for the U.S. match. That would be.
Yeah, huge news. No, I wouldn't root for that. Kane's staying in also, so.
Oh, yeah.
Here, these are Kieran Trippier hours right here.
Real Trippier hours.
Kieran just staying
Okay.
up there. Yo, that was a nasty little challenge there. What was that?
Play on. Got the ball.
He just took a swing at him.
Down, yeah. Trippier Ronaldo that kick.
Yeah, they probably need to start bringing out a few more cards, I think. This was so late.
Got the ball.
Ugh. $20 extra time in this half. We're on track for it. I feel like the half hasn't even really started yet. Nice England body paint in the stands. Wonderful. Wow, I didn't know Trippier's only goal for England was that free kick against Croatia. Oh, I was
That somehow worked.
like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no.
Raimi's been a non-factor, complete non-factor in this game.
It's been disappointing. Decent. my God, Iran almost looked at goal for the first time.
I know. They don't have a shot. Not on target. They don't have a shot in the whole game.
One off, you know, you gotta look at the positives. There's always silver lining.
I like the fact that they didn't just accept defeat, though. The fact that they made 3 substitutions and they came out and pressed hard, like, shows some. I mean, they're like a soccer obsessed nation, right? Like a footballing nation, and they have a lot of pride in it.
Thanks for the 25, Aiden.
All these things. Yes, Aiden, you're fantastic. Oh, thank you. We are over $1,500 for Amnesty International now. Doing some good with a World Cup that's done some bad. Hendrix, thank you for the 15. Narrow Diamond, thanks for the 21. Literax, thanks for the Prime. Didn't they have they had one shot. I don't think they counted it as a shot. It was the volley. Johan Bosch.
No, yeah, off target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was saying they didn't even have a shot towards goal, which is wrong. They do have the one. Oh, Hosseini, that was... Oh, Hossein.
I'm just waiting for Maguire to smash one of these in.
Declan? Oh, no.
Corner.
What's wrong with Declan's arm? Right here. He has like a scar.
Oh, I see,
yeah. Could cleat it or something. Will you stream the Holland game? Yes, we will.
Here all day, baby.
So I got repaid for my donation with 4 ads. Thanks, Twitch. Twitch with the impeccable sense of timing. Oh, that was nice. Oh,
that looked a little scary for a second.
What is it?
He's really trying to be like
Iranian keepers and throwing. Apparently, that's just all they practice. Because that was another really good throw. Oh? They can't put these passes together in the attacking half of the field.
It's depressing to watch.
Maguire with the composure.
Oh,
Kane.
No.
Sterling.
Oh, no.
Sterling. This is a penalty. No. Let me just run forward and go down. That was a nasty touch by Kane. That was
he tried
filth.
to cut inside.
Filth. Bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, bless you.
I'm already blessed. You're too late.
Oh.
We didn't even get to see the starter make a 70-yard throw. You know Baron Von's going to be back. He'll be back for the second match. They need to get him a mask. All Son's supplier. How was the referee from all the way over there telling him to back the ball up? This win will set him up nicely, and the goal difference too. It's going to make it hard for us to finish top of the group.
Michael should be arrested for saying 1-0 Iran. Yeah. Not my proudest moment.
I'll tell you, in the 1% chance that it was going to happen, you would have looked like a genius.
Oh yeah, yeah, you know, in some universe that's the case.
Just Voldemort him, just remove his nose. I feel like I've had these conversations with people where James Rodriguez sat out with like a tweaked hamstring in a World Cup knockout match.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to my friend, and I'm like, you know what I would give up to play in one World Cup match? And we were talking about actually amputating limbs. So like, what arm would you give up to be able to play one World Cup match?
I'd go for like...
That was the level we'd gotten to. It's like, what would you be willing to give up? So Baron Von's going to be out there. No shot, he's not. Even though Baron Von does get a chance to play a lot of matches, I think. A lot of World Cup matches.
Your music choices in your videos are goated. Appreciate it, my man.
all Japanese city pop.
Okay, well, it's that and like a bunch of video game soundtracks. The city pop only plays for like 5 seconds, otherwise Sony will claim every single video.
Do I get paid for playing? No, I just meant like being able to play in a World Cup match. What would you give up to play in one match in a World Cup? Not for like 30 seconds. I mean, play a full match as.
I'd give up my life, bro. Like once the 90 minutes happen, like just write Death Note, done.
Oh, that was so bad for Sterling. Yeah, Death Note. Just.
Aqua bumps the Yakuza soundtrack, so he's my go. I actually do bump that stuff in the gym. It's so good in the gym.
Nice touch with your back there, Mehdi Taremi. Oh, he was. Oh, really? Handball? I didn't see it. I was the most obvious handball ever. This is why I'm not a ref. I would sacrifice Z's left arm to play. Wow, that means a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you. I give up Thierry Henry's right hand. We have found the Irishman.
There you go. Oh, that is way too much room.
That was a good challenge, actually. Shaw loves a goal.
A calm header from Saka. I'd never touch a McDonald's burger to play in a World Cup.
I feel like that's kind of a requirement anyways. Unless you're Luke Shaw. In which case you can do both. Yeah, you don't have the supervision to see balls that aren't on the corner line. Dude's got that Google Glass in there. Those contacts have zoom. I don't touch McDonald's burgers because they're McDonald's. I do. I do touch McDonald's burgers.
I'll indulge,
Time to time.
Yeah. I'm more of a chicken sandwich, though.
It's heritage.
Chicken.
It's heritage. Hey.
Burger King better?
That's a scuffed take right there. That's a scuffed take. No shot, really?
Too off target.
40 yards.
It's positive.
I mean, they went out there with the expressed intent of taking more shots. That fits the bill.
That's positive play,
That's the requirement right there.
KFC better. Bojangles better.
Well, this coach is going to lose his job. They're noting how everybody didn't sing the Iranian anthem. I'm like, I feel like you should just interview these guys and ask them.
It's
what
like
they think.
if the Iranian parliament wasn't watching the match, now they are just writing down names.
Yeah. Don't go back to Iran now, I guess. Sterling. Saka.
Ooh, come on, Golden Boy. Time Magazine finished right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, easy.
Get this man the Ballon d'Or now.
Hat trick? He's going for the hat trick in this game. That was way too easy.
Bukayo.
This keeper is not very good. Hussein Husseini has not covered himself in glory since coming in. That was so just wonder. Congrats to the English. Here you go.
Saka's on fire. The defense is terrified. Saka's on fire. No.
Oh, Saka. I mean, like, that got through three guys. Hussein Husseini's just not, like, I don't know. I'm being too harsh on the goalkeeper because this ball should never get through as well. Like, you have four guys in the way. Someone say Iran were very good defensively. I mean, similar roster. I watched Portugal and Spain struggle to score against this team. England is not struggling to score against this team. Let's get the official score change.
Oh, don't you want to just like add the number like next to Saka? Maybe that could maybe be better. You know, like put the 62 like next to the other one.
No, you're right. That's the way it's supposed to happen. I'm just being an idiot. They took out your boy Mohammedi. Not that it matters at all now, but they took out your boy Mohammedi.
It does matter because we didn't get a single throw in.
No Iceland style wild.
That's sickening. Game's gone. Oh, positive play from Iran? Never mind.
Well, I mean, they can't score yet. The roster hasn't been updated.
Oh, you got 3 substitutions for England coming up.
Oh, I'm ready.
Rashford's coming on, I know that. I feel like I saw Callum Wilson. Taking Saka off, yeah.
That's when you do the FM press conference thing where you're like, well, you know, we wanted him to be fresh for future matches. Like, do you think he's upset that you didn't allow him to chase the hat trick?
It's looking pretty decent, actually.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
nice!
Oh!
Oh,
my
baby!
God! The 5-4 comeback, it's coming.
It's on!
It's coming.
Comeback is on!
Let's go! Good stuff, Tommy. Good stuff.
That was a nice finish.
At least there's something to celebrate there for your audience.
Something to take home for this is like the first time they've had sustained possession within 30 yards of goal.
What this means?
We
have a chance.
All we need is a chance. That's what I'm saying. Do you still make the subs if you're England at that point? All right scoreboard score, the official update. It is 4-1.
These crossbars have been very busy in this match.
And for the first time, we actually get to add goal scorers.
Woo! 5-4. Yes, sir.
Toremi! What was it, 90? It was 65?
Pop up in a second.
Had to be, surely, yes.
Oh, Maguire's down.
That's weird.
Oh, they're doing the concussion test on him. Oh my God. What happened?
How did he get into a concussion situation?
I'm trying to...
Except it's Iran now. Well, that was weird. I didn't see that coming. At all.
Yeah, that was... like a replay. I guess Callum Wilson's just gonna wait now. Hey, he's not looking good.
So Dyer.
Eric Dier.
Oh, they're bringing in 4 subs. Jack Grealish. All these guys come in, they lose their flow.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, like, this is what we want.
Iran gets back into the game. I hope Harry's okay. He looks woozy.
Looks just,
Have they shown what happened yet?
No, they haven't.
I mean, he looks concussed.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not looking good. Like, he's not trying to hide it at all.
No, he's very clearly not okay. Feel for you, Harry.
Getting a replay. Eric Dier. That's gonna be.
Dyer.
No, it's Dier. That's how it's actually pronounced. Portuguese.
Well, he was born in Portugal.
That's what I've heard. Like how
he
it's
plays
pronounced.
for England. That's why it's Pulisic instead of Pulisic.
Is it Dier or Dier, chat?
Why does everybody hate us? Seem to have
I think
we've split the chat.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
But Dyer
all
does
of you.
seem to carry it right now.
Mm-hmm.
The substitutions come in yet, or are they still waiting?
Get Eric Dyer. It doesn't sound.
I'm just gonna call him Eric. Yeah, see, nobody's come in yet.
Hmm.
England's down to 10.
Interesting.
This is the moment for Iran.
Oh wait, we might actually.
Oh my goodness, what a take. Okay. Iran's
they're
alive.
really wanting it.
Here we go. Good ball in.
Oh
Go,
no!
what a move.
Oh no!
Oh! Oh!
Wait.
Oh, it's... Oh.
I'm liking this Iran team. Yeah, never in doubt. At 1-0, we'll just be a 5-4. Like, it's fine.
It's pronounced Derek. Yes, no, it's not
Derek.
Eric. It's Derek. All right.
All right, so Rashford's coming on.
Yeah, I'm
It appears
our
Foden.
graphics department's all over this.
Come on, I want Saka hat trick. Sterling's coming off. For Jack Grealish, it looks like.
So Saka's off, Sterling's off, and Mount
And
is
Mason
off.
Mount,
I
yeah.
completely forgot Mount was on the field.
Yeah, he just kind of disappears anytime we see England play. Jack Grealish get a haircut. They made 4 changes. Jeez.
And Rashford, you said was the last one?
Yeah, Rashford, Grealish, Foden.
The Rash Daddy.
Did you get Eric Dyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
The New England 11 on the field. Oh, here we go. Immediately. Have a shot. Oh,
No.
Rashford! Rashford!
It's bad. It's bad. Iran, what happened?
What happened, Iran? It all looked so promising, Iran. What happened?
It's just too easy in the back.
That was so good from Kane. Oh, and the center back's pinched too far in. Gets cooked so easily. Little flyby. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
How long was he on the field? Like 30 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah. Both penalty takers from the Euros that missed. Actually, there's still Jadon Sancho. But 2 of the 3 have redeemed themselves. (7-1) incoming. Oh, Lord.
You know, this is the Panama game from the last World Cup. That's what this is. We'll throw Rashford in there and update our score so we have...
Iran to win 7-6.
Well, I mean, I like how you give England another goal in your prediction there. Will there be a 7th goal before the 80th minute? Love that. Win you some channel points. So Maguire failed a concussion to be subbed for free.
Like,
faked a concussion.
I don't know. You
He
can just
looked
fake
yeah,
a concussion, bro.
he looked pretty. I don't know. I've had a really bad concussion in my life. I take that stuff pretty seriously. So
Six
he
five
looked pretty
Iran.
concussed.
That's that belief.
Iran's I mean, I have to look this up exactly, but Iran has not allowed this many goals in like World Cups, plural.
Oh yeah.
The Iran national team down 5-1 right now. A yikes for
This
me,
is,
dog.
I guess I'll just like laugh at my friend again.
So their competition record, they have allowed in their first World Cup they gave up 8 goals in 78. In 1998 in France they only gave up 4. In 2006 they gave up 6. Yeah, in the last 2 World Cups they've given up a combined 6 goals and they've given up 5 today. And honestly it looks like there might be more. That's pretty incredible. Bellingham.
I'm scared to look at my YouTube comments.
I'm scared to look at my YouTube comments. Well, I bet you earned that one. Oh no.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta make bold statements. Sometimes you take some L's, sometimes you take some W's. Today was a massive L.
Today was a massive L.
Or at least this match was a massive L because, 2 o'clock, that'll be a giant W to offset that L.
Yes. US will be a giant W. All we needed. US dub.
Please. Please.
Please and thank you.
This has to be the lucky Christmas sweater. I'm starting to think. Oh, Sardar!
Sarter! Oh, Kane's coming off too. Both teams are making their 5th sub. 75th. That's good. They're saving Harry's ankles. That's a good plan. Callum Wilson, yes.
Gonna be watching the early matches as well? Absolutely. And over here plans to watch every single game.
Yeah, because he's an idiot. Just kidding. This is gonna be really fun.
It's dedication to the
Oh,
craft.
Sarter's not coming in yet. Callum Wilson to score. Callum Wilson scoring a goal right here.
Oh, God.
You know he's scoring.
Yeah.
What time is that going to be for you? 5 a.m., baby.
Yeah.
We'll see you here at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
It's gonna be real good.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was an impossible touch.
Ooh.
Oh, nice pass.
Ooh, okay.
To Remy
Oh,
again.
like.
Well, to be fair, he's 1 for 2 on like shooting
Yeah.
chances. That was a nice pass.
Not a bad attempt,
Yeah.
Angle was a little off.
That was
but,
good stuff.
yeah. How many days am I here? I'm here until like the second game on Tuesday, I think.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah. That is tomorrow, yeah.
He leaves tomorrow evening, so he'll be able to hang out for the morning stuff. All right, Starter Asmus come in. That's our final change for either team.
On Sutter.
That's what spurs the Iranian comeback right there. It's the Starter Asmoon, so
The Asmoon effect.
The Asmoon effect.
He's like the I don't know if they call him the Iranian Messi still, but he was dubbed that like years ago.
Yeah, they used to call him the Iranian Messi.
Yeah, Asian countries love doing that.
I mean, I think it was like a trend. You'd be like, "This is the blank Messi."
No, yeah, because we have a Viet Messi just because of he's like the same height. That's about it.
There's the Solomon Essie, Raphael Leai,
Yeah.
Solomon Islands.
Thai Messi, Chanatip, Songkrasin. I guess Indian Messi could have been Chetri. I'm
Yeah,
sure
but no,
people
I mean,
refer to
there
him
was
as
just
that.
an era I remember where they referred to the best player on every national team as the blank Messi.
Yeah.
Did Kane start the game? Yes.
There's
Kane
also
started the game. He just subbed out.
there's always like the next Messi when it came to Argentina too. Like remember like Juan Iturbe. Paulo Dybala was kind of in that conversation for a bit. Scottish Messi. Kubo the Japanese Messi. Yeah.
It used to be Honda.
Honda was great.
That knuckleball free kick goal was
against like Denmark.
Something. You know, I just realized all these goals I'm going to be watching in a goal compilation for the next 4 years when I'm like bored and on YouTube.
Yeah.
2022 World Cup, all goals, English commentary, and I'm there. I'll be like, oh, you remember England blowing out Iran? Just walking through Iran in the opening game.
Philippine Messi. Who's Philippine Messi?
Etheridge. He's the keeper, but he's probably the best player. So Philippine Messi's he's there, strong.
Tony Turbe is now the Paraguayan Messi. Navas, the diving Messi. Medford Messi is the best one for sure.
Medford Messi, that's
Greenlandish
Aronson,
Messi.
See if Aronson's starting today. He might be.
Messi's a poor man's Makudi. Agreed. Garnacho is the Argentine Messi.
What do you do as a national team? You go back in the locker room and you're like, all right, guys, turns out we suck. We're worse than we used to be. I have no idea why. We can't defend anybody. They gave up 2 goals at the last World Cup, and they played Spain and Portugal. They gave up 2 goals. Total.
No, it's just been a mess.
And Morocco, who they held scoreless.
They won. Yeah.
It's a fair question. Baron Von might have been a concussion substitution. And if he was, then... Or actually, no. They've already used theirs. Because they had Baron Von in the first half. They made 3 changes at halftime, and they've made 2 more changes. They've made 6 subs. I forgot about Baron Von in the first half. They've already used their concussion substitution.
Iran coach will just beat the U.S. Yeah, I could definitely see
I
that.
think that's I mean, Iran totally can sit there and go, if we beat the U.S. and Wales, we're going to the knockouts. Like, if we can beat the U.S. and Wales, we're going to go to the knockouts.
It's going to be a task to bounce back from this.
It'll be easy. I mean, it'll be easier than playing England. They can still, like, because it's the first match, you can still figure out a way forward.
But conceding 5 is still...
Yeah, it's brutal. It came out of nowhere. I would have aggressively bet against Iran conceding 5. But you never know how team's going to show up at the World Cup, do you? Oh, that was a bad pass. I'm playing for goal difference. Talking about how they're not really playing for anything, but it matters. Yeah, the fun fact about the 2010 World Cup, I saw somebody bring it up, is New Zealand was the only unbeaten team at the whole
Oh
World
yeah.
Cup.
And Slovakia,
Yep.
Italy,
Yep.
Paraguay.
They drew all 3 matches, so they didn't have to play the knockouts. They went out in the group stage. And they're the only team that didn't lose. Every other team at that World Cup lost. That's a great fact. Oh. Foden's control of the ball is so good.
Ball's a little too far out. No worries.
Rash Daddy.
Oh,
Rashford.
my
Oh,
God.
Rashford. Oh.
Man's cooking him on
Dude.
a George Foreman.
Oh, nice clears. Yeah, they're defending pretty well right now. But that was... Oh. He was snapping.
Like 2 souls.
I'm gonna lie, Rashford's super underrated. He just has peaks and valleys. He has eras. I mean, there was his I scored a penalty to beat PSG in Paris era for United. And he was obviously part of the team at the last World Cup. And then he fell out of the team and everything else. Oh, man down. It's ration time.
God. Come on.
And thank you to Emily for the $25 donation. And thank you to Titan for the $5 donation. Appreciate you guys. And Animal with the $10. Thank you for donating to Amnesty International. We raised $50,000 over the course of the whole tournament. Try and offset the World Cup as much as we can, anyways. Rashford looks unplayable right now. I want a Callum Wilson touch. Guy hasn't touched the ball yet. This is a tragedy. The World Cup story begins to unfold. How poetic, Ian Dark.
I love Ian Dark.
He's really good.
I wish we had Peter Drury. Make Fox actually watchable.
Oh. Shaw was right-footed. That could have been one of the best combinations. Oh, what a terrible play by Declan Rice. Wow, that was awful. Oh, Sarter wanted that ball played so much earlier.
Okay.
Oh.
Go
Callum!
Oh, go on.
For football manager players everywhere, we need Callum Wilson. So he's a notorious menace.
I've heard.
On FM. Because he's just good enough to be really annoying, but he's not good enough to where you think of him as a star, so he'll always score against you. That's the idea.
Is it just like the distinct stats or something?
Yeah, he's built perfectly as like an advanced forward.
So he's kind of like a meta, in a way.
He can reach the meta, yeah. You don't have to do a lot of complicated things to get goals out of him. Oh, he went back to the keeper. That's bold. This is beyond England's wildest dreams, I think, in this first match. This is the worst Iran's looked in multiple World Cups. Hey, Daddy Fado, thank you for the $25 to Amnesty International. I appreciate it. Shaw just looks so good for England sometimes. Wales US is a huge game later. Still can't call a winner. I think the match between the US and Wales is going to go a very long way to determining how the US and Wales both do at this World Cup. What a pass!
Yeah. Oh,
Come on,
his
Callum!
touch.
Come on, Callum! Come on, Callum Wilson! Oh, unselfish! What an unselfish play!
Jack Grealish.
Callum Wilson
Irishmen look away.
He's staring his first World Cup goal in the face, and he passes it to Grealish. What a legend! This is all in this pass. Who is this? Is this Bellingham that makes that pass? That is Bellingham, yeah.
Bellingham's been so good.
That was, scintillating football. Well, goal difference matters, so.
6-1.
Dude. I really tested my skills with these graphics, dude. Grealish in the 90th, 6-1. Yo, give me an "It's Coming Home" right now. That's what they're getting it at.
760 Ron comeback. Oh, he won't give up.
Jack Grealish. I love the faith.
Iran needs some milk.
Dude, they really are. They really are going with the wild stoppage time here. That is wild.
My friend sent this after the goal Iran scored.
Iran for that 1 minute, and it's a picture of Brazil. England's about to score another goal because they left so much time on. There's gonna be an inquest at Iran. This is not a team.
You want to laugh at my friend?
I do. We laughed at his friend's joke. Yeah. USA game. US is gonna get rocked. Nah, we're not gonna get rocked. If anything, I feel much better about our match against Iran.
Mako, amazing prediction. Thank you. I mean, think about it this way. Iran did score a goal. I was correct on that.
I think Iran's been really disorganized in defense. They've been caught in odd man rushes.
It's very unlike them.
Yeah,
so,
they've given up. Yeah. Their fullback's gotten caught up on the left side twice. Like that was an odd man rush. They got absolutely shellacked trying to press. The U.S. isn't going to get caught like that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Based off what we've seen, the United States is not going to get caught like that.
10 minutes. They're just torturing Iran at this point. Yeah, exactly. I got the scoring prediction right, just not the defending.
10 minutes. So this is gonna drive people crazy. The World Cup final is gonna have 2 10-minute extra times.
Dude. Right through three
Grealish.
defenders.
Yeah, Jude.
I mean,
I can't believe it was him taking those bad touches to start this game.
How old is he? Like 19?
He's a teenager, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the glancing header. Come on. Oh, Bellingham.
No.
Oh. Shout out to Callum Wilson for just tossing a guy. That ball in. What was the score of the Panama game? Was it 6-1?
I think it was 6-1.
Last year? It was 6-1.
Yeah. 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 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1.
Oh, the Dutch are starting a goalkeeper who's starting his first game. Nice.
That's
What happened in the
I guess,
second half for 10 minutes of extra time? One or two players down, but nothing nearly as
yeah.
consequential as the
Maguire.
massive. Like, there was a huge stoppage in the first half that mandated 14. There have been a couple of
10?
slight injuries, but I didn't think it was 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I don't think it would have been like
7, maybe. Like, if
7.
you
Yeah,
really wanted
yeah.
to go for like an accurate, but if you put up 5, nobody would have batted an eye at 4 or 5 minutes. Hey, referee! We've used up all our goals in one game. The United States is going to win 0-0, maybe 1-1 on Friday. I'm
Best win of
so
our
here for it.
history.
It's heritage. 1-1 is heritage. Man, Iran was the pot 3 team in this group. Wales is the pot 4 team.
Hmm.
Iran's like 20th in the world or something crazy. Based off their consistent success. I don't think Team Melee is going to be hanging on to that after this.
I feel like FIFA rankings even more skewed. Like they changed the point system even more.
England is so good, though. I said they were the 4th most likely team to win the World Cup. Obviously, you didn't pick them to win the group, but how good
I
did you
had
think they
them.
were compared to everybody else? That was a good ball.
I had them finishing third, but
Oh, yo. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think they're getting out of the group. To be honest, I think they're winning, but
Yeah.
um,
All right,
hopefully
Foden.
they don't.
Oh, he's got the switch.
That's
Oh,
not too much.
Rashford is upset, I believe, deservedly so. FIFA rankings don't even have Chad in the top 10. I mean, that is a valid point. Where can you watch this for free? Uh, the internet, but there's I'm on Fox right now, to be honest with you. Nothing is free.
Oh God!
Oh. Ow, Jack. Even at the international level, people want a piece of Grealish. I feel like the Iranian guy got the worst of this. He took a giant Grealish calf right to the thigh. It's free in the UK all games, so there you go. It actually is free. You guys have like a TV tax, right? I don't really understand the UK TV system. That's a
The
foul.
tax?
Yeah.
That was
Like BBC is free. Like they get free TV.
Oh.
But they pay like a tax per TV. I don't necessarily understand how it works.
Hmm.
Yo, Adler, thank you so much for the $25 donation. I hope we
license,
didn't wake you up too quickly. Grace, thanks for the $15 donation as well. Germany, it's free. It's like a licensing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you buy a TV license. I wonder if Baron Von's going to be back too, because they did have their backup goalkeeper in for the whole game.
I mean, if he had a concussion, probably.
Yeah, but if he had a broken nose and you throw a mask on and he's back out there, depends. Maguire looked a lot worse for wear than I thought Baron Von did in terms of just the lights on, nobody's home. Oh, what a pass!
Go on, Asman.
Oh, what a save!
That ball's hit the crossbar like 4 times. That would have been wonderful. I would have loved to see that.
That was a great save.
God.
He's back. He's in that World Cup form, dude. He's back. What a save.
No, England are good.
Dang it, England are good. Hey, the defense didn't look good.
It's 6-1 to be fair.
Yeah, Pickford. Hey, Pickford just puts on the England shirt, shows up at the World Cup, and he's like prime Lev Yashin. That was a nuts save. They had no business saving that. That was a good shot by Asmoon. He faked it to the far side and then put it over the top.
Goal number 2 right here. All right.
Somebody, a couple of the English lads are upset. Oh, it's the sub, Mohammed Kanani. Hosseini.
Hossein.
I don't know. That's a bold nickname. You sure he'd be okay with that?
Possible penalty?
Oh, it's what the one guy was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to the screen.
Oh,
Which usually
maybe,
means,
okay.
yeah.
Usually means it is, yeah. Although there was one, I feel like earlier. That they just didn't call, where like Harry Kane was getting hugged and they didn't even call him over to the screen. So this better be egregious or this shouldn't be a pen.
Oh, it's a shirt
Oh,
tug.
he's pulling the bejesus out of his shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, but the one on Harry Maguire was worse. I mean, Harry Maguire was getting a bear hug. Like that is
both should
that's
be penalties.
That's a foul. Like that is a foul.
Yeah.
But the other one was worse. But like the thing is once you go to the screen on this, like if he'd gone to the screen on the other one, it's a pen for England. But once he goes to the screen on this and sees it again, it's really hard not to call this a pen. Dude, Stones was standing over him telling him to get up like he was soft. He's gonna give it. I'll be shocked if he doesn't.
It's pen. Yep. All right. Starter, please take this.
No, it's Taremi.
I know, but I wanted to be starter so
Wow.
badly.
I mean, here we go, penalty.
I love when World Cup games go over 101 minutes in the group stages.
I mean, it's a foul. Like it is a foul. It's just relative to what happened to Maguire earlier. I don't think you should call it.
Come on, tire me.
Pickford's a good penalty goalkeeper. That save on Jorginho in the Euros final was nasty. I was like, I know that stat's wrong. I was just saying Pickford's never saved the penalty for England in normal time. He's done it in penalty shootouts. Okay, fair. Weird stat, though.
Close up there.
Very close in on the face of Taremi right now. You shaved this morning? You're looking good. Oh, love the run-up.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to fucking...
Mehdi Taremi. I'm about to type one of the stupider things that I've typed.
$102.
Yeah, what is no? I think it was 103, which is 90 plus 13, which is quite a stupid-looking thing to type. But that is,
my!
Yeah. Mehdi Taremi, 90 plus 13.
That must be the most meaningless constellation I've ever seen, and it looks like the game's over.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
deserved final whistle. So
Yeah.
there you go. England with a dominant 6-2 win over Iran. I didn't see that coming at all. I thought Iran was going to be really competitive in this group. It looks like they might not be. Of course, losing their starting keeper hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a comprehensive blowout, and we are waiting for our first good match of the World Cup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please,
I
and
probably
thank
should
you.
pour more like hot water into this, right?
You ran out of tea?
Yeah, I ran out of tea.
You got to stop drinking tea in like 2 hours. You know that, right? No more tea. After 2 hours from now, no more tea.
No more tea. Just primarily vodka.
Yeah. I'm just making sure. The watch party hasn't emailed me back. I'm worried we're not going to get space at the watch party. I'm worried we're not going to get space at the watch party. Oh, I should stop the clock. Stop the clock. Do 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 do. That payout was mental. Will Iran score a second goal and then you get it in the penalty? I'm excited to see who wins the golden boot here. I think we're gonna take a break from. The stream between matches. Go grab something to eat. You know, get ourselves back in the saddle. Get everything reset up for get everything set up for the next match on here, and convene. Make sure everything's good. What's the next game? Senegal and the Netherlands. We'll be back here in like 30 minutes with Senegal and the Netherlands. We'll see you guys then, okay? Senegal and the Netherlands. 30 minutes. Be there. Or be square. And then U.S. watch along live from a U.S. watch party. Live from a U.S. watch party. We've got our mobile streaming units. We'll be ready. Okay. See you in 30. Thank you guys for all the donations to Amnesty International. We're over $1,600 already.